I got like a higher position. I work directly with the commander and stuff, so I know what I'm pissing. So I'm not gonna say it.
You better not. I wasn't gonna offer you nothing anyway. I am not gonna be the reason that you get your ass sent back packing. Your mama gonna be on my ass. Your mama gonna be on my ass, boy. How? Why would you let your cousin do that? You know what he's risking.
Oh man.
I know my size. I get the offer.
Wait a minute, the whole thing complicated.
Yeah, oh God. Rock, paper, scissors for home?
I never play now, so I'm not getting
Oh, we can do the best 2 out of 3. I like to do fair.
Because when they come back, hold on, on this one, they got momentum shit. So whoever do get home field gonna have an advantage. I'm ready to lay you off top. Like when you winning, you gonna feel it. That's what I put in Cardinals. That's what I put.
On me, they nice. That nigga, what? That's why I asked if Murray is playing.
You just got to play. Someone watching that. Hey, which one y'all got the phone?
Me?
You wanna play the music?
I can. What's the thing?
You got to connect to the thing.
Boy, cousin, I see you always trying to be like big cousin with the TV. You need to have the lights on the thing.
I'm about to put it on both of them.
Matter of fact, you can have my own. You can have my own.
Okay, we gotta get a new bed set.
It's a hue light. It's a hue light. So I have. Since I don't have a house, I'm gonna just get some new shit when I move. But you have a house. You have a light for here, that, bathroom, bedroom, kitchen.
Yeah, we definitely want. It's about to get a king.
And it's a strip. And what size is TV?
65.
That's the size of mine, so you can have it, bro. I don't need.
You about to get a king size bed. We definitely want it. I got a question. Why the hell y'all bunched up these apartment complexes? All y'all need a big ass house together.
Because you talking about them?
Right now we in school, so it would make sense to be wasting money. Then this is somewhere we probably ain't gonna stay.
That's true.
I ain't trying to invest in nothing that I know I'm not gonna stay.
I'm seeing something for $130,000 a year, $600 a month.
I got a daughter.
You don't pay less than that a year.
But that's like something you gotta. If you don't stay in that shit, you owe the bank money.
It's the same thing.
But like my mom used to tell me, staying in an apartment is good and a bad thing because really you're wasting money here. You know what I'm saying?
But you got it's pros and cons too.
Yeah, that's what I said. She said. Or okay? So are you saying just renting or rent to own?
Rent to own.
What you mean?
So bro,
a house
renting.
Like okay, for example, in our neighborhood where we stay right now,
No, I'm a rent to own when I get the house I want. But I'm not about to live in the house just to rent and pay some extra money.
No, I'm talking about buying your house.
No, I'm just saying I don't know where I want to live right. I want some more than $130,000. When I start working, I want me a nice ass crib.
I'm looking at properties that's going to increase in value over a few years.
Yeah, but you make that money.
Hell yeah.
No, we don't know.
Your benefits better than ours, for sure.
Listen, even if I did make the money you make,
hey, baby.
I got a little girl to look after, so I got to keep her in mind. You ain't got that. You don't got no kids. So I got to think about it.
Well, I don't gotta think about that. All I gotta think about me, myself, and
but shit, I love it though. Shit, she can first.
Can you give me something I can ash on, brother? Yeah, well, I gotta connect, huh?
Yeah, is it still going?
No. But I was telling my friend at the fire station that I hear somewhere close. I'm
still going.
What's the name of this?
Is your soundbox?
I want them to start riding though. I'm coming out with a TV and a PlayStation.
You said what?
So I kind of want them to start riding again. I'm walking out with a TV and a PlayStation.
Y'all getting some shit for Black Friday? Y'all want to go with me?
Oh shit, I ain't telling you.
I ain't been shopping, bro, online. I spent $300.
Well, fuck y'all then since y'all want to leave me hanging.
My supervisor just gave me a 65-inch TV for free.
I spent $300 today on sleeping.
I spent $250.
He said, fuck it, I can't take it.
It's Madden NFL 22, and we've got the latest technology. It's the Steelers and the Ravens, and it's coming up next.
autumn has arrived in the mid-Atlantic region of the U.S., and it is a glorious afternoon at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. Set as their Ravens will match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Two hard-hitting blue-collar franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway. Ray McCloud to return. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Steelers here ready to go to work for the first time. And the grizzled vet, Ben Roethlisberger, bringing him out now in his 18th season in the National Football League.
And it's not out of the question. It's not out of the realm at all to wonder if this might be the final season for Big Ben, either in a Steeler uniform or in the NFL period. He re-signed back in March saying, "It's my greatest honor to be a Pittsburgh Steeler and give my all for the organization." Had a big year in 2020, 33 touchdowns, just 10 interceptions, and led the Steelers to an 11-0 start. You have to think that he would love to end his career the way Peyton Manning and John Elway did, hoisting the Lombardi Trophy and heading off into the sunset.
He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down. Now Roethlisberger. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. They hand this off to Harris. There he goes inside the 30. And some room to work. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big run there. 29 yards and a first.
This has been a good drive so far. And it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They run with Harris. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. On the give, this is Harris. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to bring up 4th down.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Ravens offense set to take over and led by a man still just in his 4th season in the NFL, the 2019 MVP, Lamar Jackson.
And 2020 was another excellent season for number 8. Wasn't able to repeat the numbers from his MVP campaign of 2019, but bigger than that, got his elusive first playoff win, and he and the team hope that bodes well for them as they try to move forward in 2021. Let's face it, the numbers were still pretty darn good. 27 touchdown passes, another 1,000 yards on the ground, and 7 scores rushing. This young man continues to be elusive and continues to improve.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
1 yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 50-yard line.
Check 93's the mic. 93's the mic. Who that? Who that? Check 93's the mic. 93's the mic. Check 93's the mic. 93's the mic. Here we go. D, get off the field. Check 93's the mic. 93's the mic.
From midfield now, here's Jackson. And he fires one incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first. That you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards.
Well, so often now we're praising tight ends for their nimbleness and how they catch the ball downfield. But occasionally we get a reminder that tight ends, they've got that tough guy aspect too. How about him catching that short one there, shaking off tacklers, and turning that into an expansive gain downfield.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2nd down and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Steelers' 16-yard line.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. 13.
Now Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. And the Ravens are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Devontae Freeman. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Ravens have taken the lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it 2nd down and 12. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And some room to roam now. The 40, the 20, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Najee Harris, 77 yards. And the Steelers on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Well, we have seen some rookie running backs come in and have a big impact year 1, and this guy would certainly fit that bill, as that was one heck of a run there. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. That drive started on their own 25. 2 plays, 75 yards later, into the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fields this way up at the 17. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. Flush to his right. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Here's Jackson. And this is incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. This is caught. It's Brown. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 36. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. Back to the running game. It's Freeman. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And the Steelers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is 3rd down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
The game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning. They go play action now. Roethlisberger. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. Past the 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Deontay Johnson, 78 yards. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. Extra point, hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Play action. Now Jackson. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Najee Harris and the Steeler offense set to go to work once again. He's already cruised past the 100-yard mark. We haven't even gone away for halftime yet.
He might not want halftime. All right, why cool off?
Keep everybody here.
Let's stay out on the field and keep going. But all that being said, everything is really working well for them. The play calling's been excellent. The blocking's been terrific. And obviously his vision and legs have hurdled him to this big number so far. We could be seeing something really special here.
And we'll see how much they give him the ball here. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now a first down carry for Harris. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They go play action with Roethlisberger. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Here comes Ben Roethlisberger and the Steeler offense back onto the field. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get them back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once.
And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Another try after the first down sack. Roethlisberger complete to Washington. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So we're at halftime here in the Inner Harbor with a hometown. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Jackson now. Being chipped, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Check 26, check 26.
Now it's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akella Witherspoon. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
On first down, Harris. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Big Calais Campbell fighting through to make the play in the backfield. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. Now big hit, and he lost the football. It's loose, and it's picked up by the Ravens. Does the big boy have the juice? And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you, all right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Jackson here, he's going to look to throw. Flushed out right. And he will get into the end zone. So the lead stretches from 9 up to 11. So the signal caller doing it himself there on the 2-point try.
You got to like that. We always talk about the ball staying in the hands of the best players. But most of the time you want to get it to a back, pitch it to a wide receiver. In this case, the quarterback did it himself.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Play action. It's Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a third time. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Throwing is Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get to first.
And Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive. Jackson on first down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Well, Lamar Jackson, for all the talents of escaping pressure that he possesses, he was helpless to do much of anything there. He had no chance. To try again after the sack. Jackson steps away to his left. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
And Tucker left that one out to the right. It's no good, off the mark, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, it's still a good-sized lead, so they haven't necessarily needed him, but this is now 2 missed field goals for him in this game so far.
Yeah, and the question now is, will he be prepared when they do need him? Whether that's later in this game or sometime down the line, having a kicker you can count on is definitely imperative.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Second and 7. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Roethlisberger. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They're going on 4th down. It's Roethlisberger. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. Ravens offense getting set and ready for this next drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Jackson to throw. His throw incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Jackson. Flush to his right. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Jackson, quick slant to Brown. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. Yeah, Freeman was trying to work his way forward, but I don't think he got there. John Harbaugh going to roll the dice. They're going for it on 4th down. To throw is Jackson. Dancing to his left. But I think the ball's out, and it's picked up by the Steelers.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail by 2 scores in the 4th, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. Now time to see what this offense has left in the tank. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. So that'll back him up 5. Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. The Steelers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Roethlisberger. Ebron caught left side. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. It's Roethlisberger on 4th down. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And he's going to have the 1st down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. They'll run on 1st down. Harris. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Now it's Roethlisberger. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their 1st time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The Steelers on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now Roethlisberger. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Now it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 in the first. Well, another fine run right there from Lamar Jackson and CD. That one puts him over 100 yards now for the ball game.
And remember when all we talked about were 100-yard games from running backs? That when a quarterback did it was a surprise? With Lamar Jackson, that's part of the package as well. He'll have as many 100-yard games in the season as the top running backs in the league.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Jackson. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. Now Jackson. Forced out to him. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. A breakdown by the O-line at the worst possible time. 4th and goal, and it leads to a sack.
And I can just see it now. On the sidelines, they're telling the quarterback, you've got to get rid of it somehow, some way. At least get it in the end zone and give us a chance. If we throw an interception, so what? A sack? We didn't even have a chance.
So Ben Roethlisberger and the offense down by 11, 25 seconds remaining. Can they take advantage of the late carelessness? We'll see as they've got a 1st down. Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. That's going to set him back 5 yards. A give to Harris. And that's not going to help a whole lot. Maybe 4 yards on 1st down. Now the Steelers use the 1st of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Here's Ben. He's got Johnson. Oh, what a nice tackle there. That will hardly move the needle at all offensively. A very short game. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Roethlisberger. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Here's Roethlisberger. Into the secondary, past the 40. And Roethlisberger's sliding to a stop, but he does have the 1st down. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?